Hey there. So I saw Dinner for Schmucks yesterday. I'm giving it a 6. It was okay. Right off the bat, I want to tell you one of those points. One entire point belongs to Steve Carell. If it weren't for Steve Carell, if he weren't in the movie, it'd be a 5. Easy. But Steve Carell and his genius, bring it up. It's a good 6. I would say it's not too necessary to go out and see it in the theater, spend that kind of money. It's definitely a good rental. Wait for it to come out on video. It's a remake of a French film. It's about Paul Rudd is a rising employee in a financial firm, something like that. And to impress his boss and to get a possible promotion, he must invite an idiot to dinner so that he and his colleagues can make fun of them. He finds an idiot, takes him to dinner, hilarity ensues. It was okay. I root for Paul Rudd. We're from the same state, so there's a little bit of home state pride there. I want him to do well. He's had a string of recent hits. He's been around forever, and he's recently, been getting big. And he's had some very good films, and this is an okay film. I thought that it cheated a lot. The whole movie takes place in like 48 hours, a weekend, maybe 3 days tops. And within like hours of meeting, Steve Carell and Paul Rudd, the two main characters, are like best friends. Like, they talk to each other like they've known each other forever, and they've only known each other for a couple of hours. I just never bought that relationship. I thought that it was played all wrong. Again, you just hit a guy with a car, and now you've got to smooth things over. But, again, they were it's kind of like they were soulmates or whatever. And maybe they were, or maybe they are, but again, and then they have all of these wide-ranging emotions, and it just felt sloppy to me. And it all comes down to the writing. I thought all the performances were very good. And it all comes down to the writing. It's just not all there. And again, it never feels true. It never feels true. And that's a problem. Also, characters disappear. The first quarter of the film or maybe could be is dominated by Paul Rudd's secretary, who's like hard-nosed, and I thought she was going to be like this hard-nosed right-hand man. I don't know her name. She's from Flight of the Conchords. She's their stalker. She's hilarious in the first part of the film, and then literally she disappears, and we never see her again. And I'm like, where did she go? She was really funny, but that was it. She's gone. There's, again, like, all the performances are really good, which again I think makes up for the lack of spark in the writing. If you didn't have performances that good, it probably wouldn't even be a 5. There's an actress, I'm not sure of her name, I've seen her a couple times, comedic actress, brunette, she's an executive here. She has like 3 lines or 4 lines in the entire film, but she sells every single one of them, and kills with every single one of them. Really impressed with her. Wish I knew her name. She's beautiful, brunette, executive in the film. Directed by Jay Roach, who did Austin Powers, Meet the Parents, those trilogies. He's, good director. He makes comedies. So, I mean, it was a fine direction. Again, the writing is where it was really lacking here. But Steve Carell is so good and so funny, and I like him so much that, again, he can't raise the level of anything he's in. And he's by far the highlight here. Zach Galifianakis also makes well, I guess it's more than a cameo. He has a small role in the film. It's nothing new in the world of Galifianakis. If you follow Galifianakis, you're not going to see anything new or revelatory here. He's always funny. I mean, he's Zach Galifianakis, but he's in every gag he did in the film, I'd seen it somewhere else that he did in another project. So it was like he took a mixtape of his own best work and kind of threw it together for this movie. The characters redeem themselves at the end, or the Paul Rudd character does. I mean, that's fine. It just all kind of felt fake. It never rang true to me, which again is a problem. And it's mostly all due to the writing. Performance is good. I did laugh. I mean, I laughed numerous times, which you should do in a comedy. I was trying to think of what the biggest laugh for me was, and now I'm blanking on it. But it was either that brunette executive I mentioned earlier, or Steve Carell. Just the little subtle things he does. Perfect. And the story shifts back and forth between being serious and being super silly, and it felt uneven. It felt false. I was going to say I felt like a schmuck, but I didn't really. On a side note, we did have a person walk out. I noticed one person walked out. Decently crowded theater, I would say about maybe a quarter way full. And someone did walk out. I noticed a person walked out. So, whatever. They didn't think it was that good at all. So, Dinner for Schmucks, solid 6. I wanted to mention that the other comedy I saw recently, The Other Guys, is now a solid 7. Because if Schmucks is a 6, then Other Guys has to be a 7. Because I thought it was a better movie in pretty much every way. And funnier too. So there's Dinner for Schmucks. It's a 6. Good rental. No reason to see it in the theater. Thanks.